Hi guys, welcome to this reading with me, Blesh Lily, where we're going to be taking a look at what you guys don't see coming whatsoever, but will happen to you anyways. Only the one option for today's reading. I want to make it a little bit longer, a little bit more in depth. If it resonates with you, cool. If it doesn't, I will have more videos coming out soon, so make sure to stay tuned. As I'm shuffling the cards, say your name out loud or in your head, helps you connect to the energies of the reading. And let's go ahead and find out what you don't see coming whatsoever, but it's going to be happening to you anyways. It is what it is. And I have some really good news for a lot of you guys, because here I'm seeing romance, I'm seeing feelings. Out of nowhere, this Knight of Cups appears in your life. Out of nowhere, there's this person who confesses their feelings towards you. Somebody maybe you had your eye on, but you never thought that you could be together with for one reason or another, right? And they're coming forwards. Because they're telling me what you what you don't see coming is this great romantic adventure that you're about to embark on. And this whole thing, right? It helps you uncover yourself from a different perspective. Because here I'm hearing love heals, love shows you the way, love illuminates the path. And it's interesting how in this particular beautiful deck, this card, it has so much like, there's fog and clouds. And I think for a lot of you, you kind of lost hope. You kind of lost hope. You were like, oh, you know what? Maybe romance isn't for me. Maybe like my person isn't just there. He doesn't exist or she doesn't exist. But no. And it comes out of nowhere, because first, like they show me the card, and first I can hear the hoofs, yeah? The hoofs of the horse. And maybe you don't see it just yet, but you might have been getting a bit of a feeling that something is about to happen. But you're like, oh, whatever, it's just wishful thinking, whatever, it's just wishful thinking. It is not. It is absolutely not, because this Knight of Cups is about to appear out of the fog, out of the clouds, out of what looks like nowhere. Because here I'm seeing a meeting, like in the weirdest of places. Like you might have been watching a lot of like pick a card readings. How will we meet? When will we meet? Where will we meet? And here it feels like something out of nowhere. And they come through with such good intentions and with a feeling that's going to make you feel really safe, secure. I don't know, maybe a little bit warm in your tummy. And what I hear for you, my darlings, watching this video, is like the time is right. The time is right. The time is now. You've been waiting for a long time, and this person coming through, whoever it is, I don't know if this is like just your next romantic relationship or if it's your future spouse, whoever this person is, they're saying like, you wouldn't believe the shit I had to go through to get to you. That's why the horse is tired, they are tired, but their hope to find someone like you was keeping them going. Was keeping them going. Forwards and forwards and forwards and forwards. And to be honest with you, they also lost hope to meet you. And it doesn't matter where you are, it doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter what your background is, what your experience is. No, here they're showing me emotions, guys. Emotions with somebody who's quite strong. And somebody who is looking for somebody exactly like you. Exactly like you. You might have had some issues with your self-esteem lately, feeling that you're too this or too that, or not enough of this or not enough of that. And they're saying, no, you are perfect, like perfect. Like this person's idea of perfection is you. Down to your shoe size, down to, I don't know, the way you look after you step out of the shower. It's just like they keep saying it's you. And they keep saying like there's like I had to go through so many things. Guys, this is turning into like a channeled message from your next romantic partner. I don't know what it is, but they just want to come through and talk to you. They just want you to know that they too have been through so much heartache, through so many disappointments over here. But like you, they stood strong. And maybe the message over here, guys, is again for you to keep on believing. Because they're kind of saying like you're worthy of love. And what you definitely don't see coming is this person coming through and with their energy, with their love, with their sincere emotions, making it all right again. Because there's a lot of disappointment in love, in relationships for both of you. For you and this person coming in. For some of you it could be a Cancer, yeah? But there's so many beautiful, warm, romantic emotions, feelings over here. I keep hearing no more loneliness. No more loneliness, no more disappointment, no more crying at night. No more looking at other people's stories, wishing it was happening to you. No more looking at romantic comedies, thinking that it's something that can't happen to you. Because here, my darlings, honestly, look at this. Look at this. I'm shuffling in front of you, pulling out the cards in front of you. And there's such a reason why you're watching this right now. Because this person is coming in for love. And for a lot of you, I'm reading a future spouse reading. And you're like, yeah, I definitely did not see this coming. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. But all of the healing that you had to do, all of the pain that you had to go through was for you to understand who you are and for you to shine your authentic light so that your Knight of Cups finds you in the fog, finds you in this mist, sees your light, sees the light of your heart, if you will. It sounds really cheesy, but it is what it is. And this particular person, they're going to offer you their everything, their heart, their soul, everything. Because they, honestly guys, they keep telling me they almost lost hope as well. Him and his horse. And it kind of feels like, you know, a rescue mission, but you're rescuing each other. And it's something that's written in the stars. It's something that's absolutely written in the stars, something that's fated. And maybe you've been trying to look for this person or, you know, trying to make any changes that you thought were necessary for them to come in. But here I'm seeing like there's a lot of things that are just fated. And there's forgiveness coming through as well over here. A lot of forgiveness of yourself, of the past. And the effect this person is going to have on you guys, oh my god, like such a big glow up. People will be looking at you, looking at your pictures on Insta and be like, what happened to you? What happened to you? What did you do to yourself? You look so good, you're glowing, you're this, you're that. And you'll be like, nothing, you know, I'm just in love. Because this person is going to believe in you. And it turns out that's like what you needed. To somebody to love you, to believe in you, to accept you, so that you can do exactly the same thing. To yourself and to him or her. And I'm seeing a lot of happiness over here. I mean, this combination, it's quite rare. But this is an indication of truly like people coming from maybe very different places, different circumstances, but it's like your paths cross. I don't hear this to places. I don't know why they keep repeating that. Like when you don't expect it, you will feel it. For some of you, I must say, if you're very intuitive, maybe if you're somebody who works with energies, or somebody who, I don't know, somebody who's intuitive anyways, I'm just going to keep it nice, short and simple. You might be feeling certain things. You might be seeing certain things. I think I've done a video on, excuse the squeaky chair, on the signs and synchronicities you'll see before meeting the one. You might be witnessing those things. But still, they're telling me it takes you by surprise. For quite a few of you, another thing that you guys don't see coming, apart from this love, and we'll talk a lot about it a little bit more, is some sort of recognition. Because the star is kind of looking at me and be like, okay, let's talk more about me. Because the star, this is healing, this is forgiveness, but this is also recognition, being seen. So if you are somebody who has a YouTube channel, if you are somebody who has been maybe lacking inspiration, or you have your own business and it wasn't going as well, there's just an energy of that being affected greatly because of this person coming in. Because they believe in you, because they support you, and you feel that inspiration. That writer's block, say bye-bye. That creative block, say bye-bye. Because here, they're kind of saying like a certain healing period, a certain cycle is over. And when we don't see the end of something, we might feel like, oh my God, this is going to last forever. Like my loneliness is going to last forever. No, because what you guys don't see coming is this beautiful, beautiful Knight of Cups. All right, let's talk a little bit more. See what else the cards want you to know. Okay, I don't know who I'm reading for over here, guys, but you are something else. The combinations are just insane. Because I'm seeing rebirth, literally rebirth. Rebirth of who you are, hearing your calling over here. For some of you, popularity is a big, big part of your life. Popularity, fame, or it could be that for some of you, you're going to be dating somebody who's famous, well-known, popular. Maybe has a lot of followers. And it feels unreal. It's funny how I was talking about like TV and all of those things. For some of you, this could possibly be an actor. Yeah? An actor, maybe a singer, a composer, but somebody who's well known. But for you, my darlings, you've done some sort of tremendous work on yourself. Whether it's through therapy, whether it's through forgiveness, it doesn't matter. What matters is, like with the energy of judgment, there's a big, big energy of rebirth, of hearing your call, of following the right path. But it feels like this person had to come through to help you with this, to guide you on this journey, to guide you on this path. Because these cards are incredibly powerful. And so are you. And you're going to be stepping into your power over here. For some of you, you could be somebody who's a motivational speaker, a singer, a YouTuber. For some of you, there's healing abilities coming through over here. Like they keep showing me like a success through forgiveness and love. And you definitely don't see it coming, because before they're telling me you used to have a very different strategy to approaching things, to getting things, but it wasn't your strategy. It wasn't your strategy. And there was a lot of loneliness. Like there is a lot of loneliness right now. A lot of loneliness, disappointment, but my darlings, how things can change and how they will change. Just with the power of love. And I'm talking about the real love. I'm not talking about this infatuation. I'm not talking about just, you know, Netflix and chill. None of that rubbish. No, I'm talking about actual love. The sweet stuff, the kind stuff, the powerful stuff. The stuff that can withstand time and different circumstances and distance and temptations and all of this. Alright, let me see what else you guys don't see coming. I think like this reading is a jackpot today. You guys hit the jackpot. Congratulations. So the Nine of Cups is the energy of wishes coming true. Of being happy, of being fulfilled, of being very connected to yourself, connected to your body, they're telling me, and there's this energy of peace. So this person coming through, guys, if you used to go for somebody who cheats, who lies, if you were just constantly stabbed in the back repeatedly over and over and over again, here what I'm seeing is you're being very at peace. Very much at peace, because there's loyalty that comes through over here. If you're somebody who really wants a family, this is what you're going to get. I don't know, can you hear the hoofs? Can you hear the horse's hoofs? Because I keep hearing them. And it's like with every step, they're getting closer, closer and closer and closer and closer and closer to you. And I keep hearing better together. Because you yourself, you're strong. You can do things. You can achieve things. You can earn your money. You can be successful. But it's the energy of happiness. It's the energy of fulfillment. It's the energy of having something to share this with. Somebody to share this with. Somebody to hold your hand and go through life together. And this feels a bit magical. This feels very, maybe for some of you it will sound a bit too out there, but when wishes start coming true, you know when you get suspicious, when you're like, what the hell is going on? When your life starts going too well, you start getting suspicious, you start looking for what could go wrong. They're saying don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Don't try and self-sabotage. Don't try to sabotage this relationship. Because this is what you've been praying for. Now pray to have the power and have healed enough to accept what you've been praying for. Because that's the tricky part. Should I say more? Should I say more? This is the Ace of Cups. The energy of peace, the energy of love, the energy of romance, the energy of rejuvenation, inspiration. Today's reading, guys, it's something else. Make sure to like it. Make sure to claim its energy, because this is some powerful stuff. Make sure that you're like, I claim this. I claim all of the cups, all of those cups, all of those stars. Because you're gonna realize that one of your biggest wishes so far, maybe you've been telling yourself it's to become free, it's to become successful, but deep down, we all just want to be loved. We all just want to be loved, and this is, they're saying like, this is your biggest wish. And this is going to be the love that remains. And they're going to keep giving me peace, like an energy of peace. You know when you feel safe with somebody Safe talking to them, safe telling them about your fears, safe telling them about your past without feeling judged. Like you just know that you're not going to be judged. And you're not going to be tempted to judge them. Even though, let me say, like, we all have skeletons. We all have skeletons. But with this person, you're gonna love even the skeletons in their closet. Because you know this is what made them who they are. And they're not gonna judge you either, because they're like, what the hell? Who am I? I'm not a judge to judge. And I just want to, like, honestly, like, I want to pause over here so that you can take all of this energy in. Because I was thinking about doing a love reading today, and I was like, nah, you know what, I'm just going to do this, what they don't see coming. And it still turned out to be love. Because I think in today's world, we all need a little love, or a lot of love. But the interesting thing is, guys, honestly, is the fact of, like, you don't see the effect that this relationship is going to have on you. Maybe you're somebody who used to criticize yourself or be like, I have to go, I have to do this, come on, you can do this, no time for, like, I don't know, no time to cry, no time to do this, no time to feel sorry for myself, just get up and go and do this. And they're showing me, like, you're going to learn through love this time, and you're going to see how having compassion, love, and support can push you much further, much faster than criticizing yourself, than depriving yourself of something, and so on and so forth. Even they're showing me, and you know me, if you've been watching me for a while, you know I don't like to talk about health in my readings. It's very rarely that I do that. But even here, I have to mention that your health, physical health, mental health, improves big time, because they're giving me healing over here twice. Your hormones, the hormones that, you know, your body releases when you're being hugged, when you're being touched, when you're being made love to, when you're being supported, when you're having a fun communication with somebody. Those hormones, they affect us really, really greatly. And that's biology over there. It's nothing supernatural. It's simple biology. But if we take a look at it from a perspective of your spirit, yeah, of your soul, oh my god, it just lights up. It just lights up. So for those of you who thought you were going to die alone, I have some bad news. You're not. You're not going to die alone. No, no, no. Oh, and another thing, this is very interesting. Like, literally, they're saying you might be tempted to adopt a dog or a cat soon. You don't see that coming, or it's like either this person is going to be like in love with animals and like you share the passion, but you might be tempted to maybe adopt a little furry baby together. Okay. Let's see what else the cards want to say. So there's a special message for some of you guys who might have been give me a second, I have to put this in words. The energy is there, but sometimes it's a little bit hard to put it in words. Because I'm seeing like a lot of you guys have been misled and a lot of you guys have been cheated on, especially when it comes to something to do with money over here. And here they're telling me that you might have to relocate. What you don't see coming is some sort of relocation, maybe either to study, to teach, or to work somewhere abroad. And for some of you, you're like, yeah, I saw that coming because this is my plan. This is my plan to move somewhere and be rich. But for others of you, there is going to be an opportunity to maybe move somewhere and start afresh when it comes to your career or when it comes to your finances, or be able to obtain some sort of knowledge. And for those of you who think you're going to one place, I would not book the tickets just yet, because they're telling me the plans might change. The plans might change. Something that wouldn't depend on you, right? It's like the universe's plan for you. But your plans might change, and they're saying embrace it. So there's a change in direction. And maybe that change in direction is needed for you to meet this Knight of Cups person. By the way, they might have really interesting tattoos. Might have really interesting tattoos. But again, for some of you, yeah? So they're kind of saying like any changes in your plans, embrace them. Don't fight it. Stop fighting. Stop fighting the universe. Stop fighting yourself. Guys, be more in the flow. Because sometimes we keep fighting for the wrong thing. And here there's a very strong message that not all that glitters. Not all that glitters is gold. There's going to be some sort of celebration soon that you're going to be invited to. The invitation might come out of nowhere. Honestly, guys, for you, there's a new cycle that comes through over here. There's a lot of new energies. Energies that you haven't experienced either for a long time or ever. Because I'm getting a lot of masculine energy. So it could be that the partner that's coming in is very masculine for those with whom it's going to resonate. Or this could be talking about your masculinity if you are a guy watching. Because there's like a surge in masculine energy. And it's a very nice energy. It's an energy that allows you to move forwards. And again, maybe a new beginning when it comes to business, when it comes to finances, when it comes to career. So if something has fallen through over here, like a business or some sort of endeavor, they're telling me that things are going to pick up. And it might involve you changing a location. Maybe not necessarily for long term, but temporary. And they're telling me some sort of event that lights you up. I don't know what it is. Event where masculinity comes into play. So for some of you, because guys, this is a general reading and I'm only doing the one option today. For some of you, you're meeting this person at this event. But it would maybe be like an event you wouldn't go to. Or you would just be like, you know what, whatever. You could be in another city, in another country, wandering around, and you just go into like some sort of cathedral or some sort of event or some sort of street fair. And then it happens because they're showing me like a spark. Because when you meet this person, guys, you're gonna know. It's hard to explain. But you know when you just feel like you know the person and you're like, am I going crazy? Have we met somewhere? What's happening over here? And the appearance of this person in your life, it starts a new cycle because they come with a light that shows you like your dark side of the moon. And I'm not talking about your shadow aspect. I'm talking about you being illuminated from all sides. So you might be discovering a lot of talents that you didn't know you had. You might be discovering a lot of new possibilities and how to use these talents. And they help you. And you do the same for them. It's very give and receive. It's not that they come to you and make your life better, because they will, but you make their life better as well. And you see your worth and your value from a different perspective. What wasn't valued before by other people or what you didn't value yourself, this person is going to see as gold. Yeah? So if somebody made you believe that in order to be in a relationship, you have to look a certain way, you have to behave a certain way, you have to hold yourself back in certain things, you have to earn a certain amount of money, that all goes to shit. Because honestly, they illuminate other parts of you, and you see your worth and value in different things. And things that you might have considered to be your, I don't know, like useless, they become very useful. Because they're telling me you've been planting your seeds in the wrong soil, you know? And when it doesn't grow, you thought, okay, well, that's not for me. But when you put them in the right soil, they grow and they blossom and they bloom and they give you all those pentacles. And all of those beautiful feelings. I was just thinking about the Two of Cups. I wish I said something, but anyways. They just keep talking about this love, guys. They're saying don't worry too much about money, don't worry too much about how, when, but what you need to know, what you need to really hear, and what you definitely don't see coming is the love that you thought was only possible in Nicholas Sparks novels or in Hollywood movies, which are based on Nicholas Sparks novels. Is it Nicholas Sparks? Anyways, you know, The Notebook and the whole thing. But they're just saying what you don't see coming is this energy of bliss, the energy of completeness, of wholeness, of feeling good, of looking into each other's arms and looking into each other's eyes, holding each other in your arms and just feeling happy, feeling like nothing matters, feeling like this was definitely the person who was so worth waiting for. If you feel like you want to cry right now, they're saying cry. If you feel like you want to dance around and clap your hands and be like, yoo-hoo, do that. Let your emotions connect with this reading. Let your emotions be free. Because here it's like you're going to be stripping yourself of parts. You're going to be rearranging a lot of things. Like what you thought was true is going to come apart, guys, for a lot of you. But this was a false ego. In this reading, this is how I'm going to read it, a false ego. So sometimes to be complete again, you know, we have to take ourselves apart. That's a difficult and painful procedures. But it's definitely worth it. Because here you're coming into your true self, into your authentic self. And the passion that's going to come through over here, a lot of you guys are phoenixes. That's what I have to say, phoenixes. Over and over and over again. Not just the one big ass transformation, but you guys are phoenixes. Like honestly. Maybe you have a phoenix tattoo, or your person is going to have some sort of phoenix tattoo. But the world over here, I mean, wow. For some of you, again, they keep saying like what you don't see coming, apart from this amazing love story. Amazing love story. Guys, this is very rare, and I'm not playing over here. Very rare. So the fact that you're watching this, it's a very good indication. But there's also some sort of fame and popularity and being in demand, like in different parts of the world, in different parts of the country. And by the way, there is this sexual beast within you that's laying dormant, that you've been suppressing. Oh my gosh, unleash the dragon. Unleash the dragon. There's this, honestly, there's this amazing side to you. That's very sensual, that's very sexual, that's very passionate, that wants to experience a lot of things, that wants to experience a lot of pleasure. That, my darlings, honestly, this connection wakes this part of you up. And you see sex, you see pleasure, you see sensuality in a very different light. It's like you rediscover it. I would say you rediscover it. And you use that energy, that passion. It's like you transform it, you alchemize it. And you use it as fuel to propel your ideas forward into the world, to go forward with something, whether it's a business, whether it's an endeavor, whether it's something that has to do with your creativity. This is something else. This reading is something else, you guys. And I'm really glad I chose to do just one option today, to go into detail, because some of you who ever needed to hear this, you needed to hear it from the beginning until the end. Now I am going to pull a couple more cards out before it gets too dark outside. Yeah, they keep giving me the energy of wealth, the energy of people wanting to invest in you, wanting to work with you over here. And it's giving me something bigger, you know, like being on a global scale. Your talents are being seen and recognized over here. And once more, I want to mention, it has a lot to do with that person coming through with their fire, yeah, and showing you all aspects of yourself. And you do the same. This is what I want you to understand, guys, that this is such a beautiful give and receive relationship. And people start seeing your value because you see your value. That's the only way it works. The only way it works. If you have an imposter syndrome, kiss that baby bye-bye, because that imposter is getting on the train and getting out of there, getting out of your life. Because here you know that you're good, you know that you're talented, you know that you're worth every penny that you get paid, if not more. And people are going to see that too, and people are going to be willing to collaborate with you, to work with you. But overall, I'm seeing you living a very prosperous life. But your priorities and your understanding of true wealth, they shift. And you're okay with not being as everybody else. Like what you guys completely don't see coming is how okay and how at peace you're going to be with living a different life to what your parents had, to what the society expects you to have. No, you'll be like, you know what? No, I'm choosing my own thing. I'm choosing my own way. My own way. And you're very at peace. You're very cool with that. You're like, you know what? Whatever. Whatever. And you're not saying it just to be difficult or different. You're saying it because you mean it. Like literally, there's a very big difference between, you know, saying something for the sake of it and saying it because you mean it. A lot of you, you're not even going to say anything. You just be like, yeah, you do your thing. Good luck. All the best to you. And you go and you're here at peace. So for quite a few of you, again, when we're talking about your health, when we're talking about your anxieties, that improves drastically, dramatically, because you're on your own path right now. You're not following somebody else's idea of success or happiness or whatever. You got your own, and you're like, you know what, I've been misled and I've been going down the wrong path for so many years because I was told that success is this and wealth is this and abundant is this, whereas like you discover what it truly means for you. And in your society, in your family, it might be misunderstood. But in all honesty, guys, I don't see you caring very much over here. You're like, I'm doing my thing. I've created my universe. I've created my world. I've dealt with my shit. I've dealt with my chaos. And now I'm going to enjoy it. Because the King of Cups has finally found his Queen of Cups. Look at this. Because you find peace in one another. You find salvation in one another. And what I see over here is happiness. And that all started, guys, with what? With hoofs. Alright, my darlings. This is what you definitely don't see coming, but it's going to be happening in your life anyways. So make sure to claim the magic of this reading. Like, share, subscribe. If you're up for a personal read, send me an email. The email's in the description box below. And of course, do check my Patreon page out with over 100 now exclusive videos that you won't find anywhere else on relationships, on getting to know yourself, on rediscovering your beautiful self, on connecting with your energies. So make sure to check it out. Definitely worth a look. All right, guys, take care of your beautiful selves now. Bye.